Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Rock Talk with a Silver Fox. Today I'm going to be talking to some guys from a band I've probably known for a good 5 years or so, just from different places around, around Rockford, be it Whiskey's or even Back Bar in Janesville. Actually went on a tour with these guys down through Iowa. So today I'm going to be talking to the guys that On My Six. I got Krevy, I got Lucas, 5-time RAMI award-winning band On My Six, Hall of Famers, inducted into the Hall of Fame. How you guys doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. I'm fantastic. Life's been pretty rad. Got no complaints here. Just happy to be on here, man.
I'm going to go to probably the big question that I think is out there right off the bat. I'm going to hit you guys right off the bat. About a month ago, 2 months ago, all over Facebook, On My Six is calling it quits. They're saying it's done. And a lot of people, to include myself, were like, no, that can't happen. Now they're on top of the world right now. So I want to know, I want to hear it from you guys right here. Is On My Six done, or are they going to continue on?
No, we're done. This interview's for nothing. Sorry, we're already over. No, dude, we did, announce our last summer and all that, and then COVID hit, and then, our final summer got ruined, and then it kind of sparked the engine again, and we started writing and just messing around, and now we're holding no commitments. I don't know, like we're writing. We definitely want to pump out another album and see where it goes, but we're just kind of like existing right now, I guess.
But together.
We're definitely not breaking up. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys heard, I guess I get the official scoop, maybe, unless you said it at a Metal Mashup show. By the way, really hate to hear about that. But with Big John Gunn saying he's ending that, that's not happening either.
Oh no, it is. I'm not happy about it, but that's his show, so I not much I can do about that.
I really enjoyed that thing because it, I kind of watched it. I watched it, and I'm like, hey, I can steal from this, I can steal from that, and you guys were very entertaining.
I thought so, man. I thought we had a nice little thing going. It was just some good old dirty fun. But yeah, he's got to do what he's got to do in his life. So much love to him. I ain't gonna knock him. Hopefully he'll change his mind and we'll get back to him.
He's kind of an icon down in the Rockford area. He did a lot for music down there.
Don't fluff his ego. He's I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I gotta say, he didn't wind up folding it up until Krevy joined. So,
he holds a good point, man.
See you, Krevy.
The minute he brought me on the team, he was like, I can't do this anymore.
Krevy's a mole. He's gonna take down radio shows. Watch yourself.
Yeah. See, that's originally why On My Six was breaking up. They were just like, I can't with this guy anymore.
Yeah.
But you told me I should get you off the show and just talk to Lucas right now, right?
Yeah, see, it'd go better.
Do that.
Luke would just act like he was frozen.
So, yeah. So let's get back to the RAMI thing. Was it 4 years or 5 years in a row, and then you hit the Hall of Fame?
It doesn't have to be in a row, though. Just 5 cumulative in the same category.
Same category. That's unheard of. Yeah. I mean, not just for a metal band, for any band. Has anybody else done that?
Yeah, it was cool. It was kind of a surprise, like the first time we got one was, I'll never forget that, sitting there in the first year we actually went and we were on the bill. It was Bare Knuckle Bullseye won, and I was just like, oh, I won it. So kudos to you, Bare Knuckle Bullseye. That was bogus that you beat us. But no, we just kept at it, put our head on the grindstone, and we did that for a long time, quite a few years, and it paid off.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe and Luke, correct me if I'm wrong. I think
You're
that
wrong.
year we lost to bare. That year we lost to bare knuckle, and then was it all in a row following that?
Yeah, we won every year after. Yep, for 5.
Yeah.
And then we got Artist of the Year once. We fooled them one more time.
Yeah, that was a nice little like double. We had already got our metal original artist of the year, and that was really cool. And then we were set to perform that night, and then as we were setting up, they were reading out the nominees for artist of the year, and then they called us off, and we were like, "Oh my god, we didn't expect that whatsoever." So that was really cool.
Even though you were nominated.
Well, yeah, artist of the year is I don't, how do I say this? Like original metal and rock and all that. I feel pretty confident, but artist of the year is like it's a big branch, I never really thought. I was glad we were in it, but I didn't think we were going to take it. And to have 2 in one night, that was pretty cool.
And then the Hall of Fame.
And now we're in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it was bittersweet because COVID.
Yeah.
So our Hall of Fame year, when we were supposed to go to the ceremony and all that and get inducted, instead it was just a little online thing, and like it was really cool. But I was like, man, I'd love to go experience it, but still honored all the same.
I thought it was pretty cool. That you guys that a metal band was able to do it. I mean, a rock band, let's be real. And I think that has, not only are you guys talented and do this, but you guys promote like nobody's business. I mean, your guys' fan base is like crazy.
Thank you. That's I feel like Luke would probably agree as well. I mean, we all did our part, but Rick was a major monster behind all that. Like we shared posts and all that, but Rick was just like, there was times he'd be in the group chat like, guys, share this, share this, share this, and me and Luke would be like, shut the fuck up. but you need someone like that in your band to keep pushing, and him and Stu for sure. They were the 2 driving forces behind all that. We just kind of like shared when we could and got drunk at shows and wrote off the success of their hard work.
Winning.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the things that if you've never been to a Midwest rock show or even a heavy show or metal, whatever we want to term it today, if you've never been part of an On My Six Invasion show, you kind of missed something, because you fools will fill up buses, and I mean like coach buses. Excuse me, somebody's dinging the shit out of my phone.
We'll
Dude,
fill up
not
that bus
only
with people
not only do people miss something, Luke also misses on how to remember to play guitar. It's wild, dude.
That was Hijinks's fault, and you know it. I am not responsible for how many shots I took. Yellow shots or otherwise.
Yeah, we get pretty lit on the shows. But yeah, the Invasions are a blast, man. Like we love that people like participate and buy tickets, and it's always a great time. It's a blast. Those are my favorite shows, probably, honestly. Big party bus there and back.
I've been to 2 or 3 of them. I was at the one in Hijinks you're talking about, because I believe that was the fireworks out in the parking lot show.
Oh,
there was like cops like 2 blocks down. I was like, oh god. And I was hammered off my ass, so it's like I didn't know what to do.
I forgot about them fireworks. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Remember, I was really we actually talked about Hijinks last week with the Almas, and that bar is as short of a time as it was opened, I think will kind of go down as one of those legendary venues. I mean, there was a lot of good bands and a lot of good times in that place.
Yeah,
and
really. A lot. Yeah. I had a blast there, man.
I was at one there. I think I was at one at the back bar in Janesville. You guys did one there. And then there was the one up, what was the place in Madison?
Oh, the Inferno. Was it the Inferno?
Not the Inferno. What great place, by the way, when it was open. It's another place that just recently closed, and it was an awesome place. It was right next to the gay bar.
I forgot the name, but yeah, because me and LeBay ended up in that gay bar that night.
Yeah, it's fun. It was a blast over there. We used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, Matt Donovan, the singer of Let the Reason, had his bachelor party there.
No shit.
Well, he had, all fairness, he and his wife had a bachelorette party at Taste of Madison, and we knew one of the bartenders there, so we stopped by for a drink, and we walked in with like 30 people and just stayed. But yeah,
that
it was
big
the
crew, you gotta-
Frequency. Is the name of that bar we're trying to remember, where we had to load in through the basement window.
Oh my god! See, that's how funny these invasions are. I remember the gay bar more than the
Is that
actual
the one
Frequency.
that's on the main square?
Yeah, real close to there.
Yeah. Oh. I was probably drunk.
Yeah, see, this is also why him and I are the worst two to do this, because I'm like,
I think the only thing I remember was like they were like, "Yeah, put your gear in here," and I looked at the hole in the wall, and I was like, really?" Like I just expected like a furnace or something. And your gear's gone.
That's what it was like. You opened it up like two weird doors in the alley. We loaded our gear into the basement, and then you carried it up the stairs and through the crowd to get to the stage.
Yep.
yes, I vaguely do remember it. Yeah, that was a good time from what I remember. It was a blast. I think the reason like the gay bar takes more precedence in my head was because I believe we were looking for Red. I think that's who we were looking for, and me and LeBay were like going through the gay bar searching for him, and I had this guy roll up on me, and he was like, "Hey," and LeBay like snatched me up, and he was like, "He's mine," and then we kept on going.
Oh, dude,
I was like, thanks, LeBay. I'm your bitch.
every time we played there, I always stopped over there because the food over there was awesome, and they made way better drinks than the Frequency. Like,
I mean,
way better.
of course they did. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, and like, and the invasions were cool, and like I said, Rick or Stu or whoever, pretty much people knew that if they put On My Six on a show, you're gonna have a crowd. I mean, well, I mean, in our area, and especially in your guys' area, when we start getting, you guys decide, okay, we're gonna try to not go all the way across the country, but we're just gonna go to Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, where we've never been before. Well, fuck you all. We're bringing a coach bus full of people, you know.
And it's a good look, you know. Awesome. Especially when you're getting out into new venues, because even if you've never been in that area, you bring them type of bodies, and then the venue's kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know, no matter what, I'm gonna work with these guys again. Invasions help a lot, man.
And they were fun. Unless Krevy was sitting next to you.
Don't let him lie. I was the life of the bus, man.
I don't know. I was there really early because I want to say that Rick and I put that show together. He and I did that. I think I might have said, "Hey, we're playing a show. Do you guys want to play it?" And he goes, "Oh, we'll make it an invasion." I'm like, "Okay, that'll be cool with me." And I think that's how it went. When people see On My Six, you guys are not a band that just kind of stands there. I mean, you guys are all over the place. And I gotta ask, especially you, Lucas, how many times has Stu hit you with that damn bass?
Oh my gosh, too many. Stu has done some damage in his days. There was one I wanted to fight him on the stage. We were playing. Where were we coming back from? I think we were finishing a tour up, and were we in like St. Louis or something? And I just saw the headstock of his bass go around my head like this, and then it came straight back, right into my face, square. And I looked over at him, and like it hurt. I just shoved him. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't right now." Oh, and then when we were coming back from was it Florida? He hit New Guy in the head. I thought he like concussed him. I thought we had to take New Guy to the hospital.
No, we were. If I remember, I think that was Massachusetts, because we were with the travel guys, if I remember correctly, when that happened.
That's right.
Because because we had to sit in a van with Mike afterwards, and he was like all like concussed, and we like couldn't let him fall asleep because Stu had rocked him so hard. and I felt bad because it's like a serious situation, but like we're all trashed. And so he's like hurting, and we're like, "Wake up, bitch!"
Oh, that was good. That was good.
When these guys get back out this summer, don't get too close to the stage with Stu Coolman running around. I think the only person safe on stage might be Krevy, simply because he's got all those drums between him and Stu.
No, dude, I was just gonna say, even though I'm sitting down in one spot the whole show, there's still always a part of the show where we play our song New Bell, and me and him like vibe out and headbang together. And dude, I can't tell you how many times my long hair has gotten stuck up in his bass, and then like he's jamming and pulling it back, and I'm like, please stop. My hair's tangled, dude. Stop moving.
You can't stop.
Yeah, no one's safe. Stu is he's a whole monster on that stage, man. But no matter the concussions or anyone he messes up, I wouldn't have it any other way. He is a showman for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, not taking away from anybody else in the band, was as many times I've seen him at one of the first comments I hear from people all the time is like, "What the fuck is that bass player doing, man? He's everywhere." And I'm like, "Yep, he is." I don't get close.
Oh, believe me.
The weird thing is, you see that persona on stage, and when I talk to him off stage, he's quiet as can be.
He's definitely like, yeah, he's just so chill and calm, and yeah, dude, blah blah. Yo, thanks for supporting, man. Huh? And then on stage, he's like, "Rah!" It's nuts.
Yeah.
But I've also said it many a times. Like, I'm proud of our music and everything, but I do feel like our live show kind of helped catapult us to where we got to as far as shows and all that. Because if you can have subpar music, if you're entertaining on stage, that's a pretty big chunk, and that's all that really matters. Because the majority of the crowd's trash. They're not listening for amazing songs or for you to hit all the notes. They just want to see a good show.
Really? You're gonna say they're not listening, but all you guys got to do is play your Kill Switch Engage song. Why is it escaping me?
End of Heartache.
Yeah.
There you go. End of Heartache. Exactly. And I got it on my Spotify list. By the way, the show is on Spotify, Rock Talk with the Silver Fox. So yeah, I put that in there. Learning from Rick. He they when you guys play that song, Rick only has to sing like half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I saw you guys one time at Whiskey's Roadhouse in Rockford, Illinois. And I believe that was the first time I heard you guys play it. And I was sitting with our roadie, a good friend of you guys, Nathan. And
yes.
And I was like, Nathan Crew, and Nathan, I was like, "Dude, I know this song." And he goes, because I just heard the crowd. I didn't hear Rick. It's just where we were positioned in the room. And and he goes, "Yeah, that's Kill Switch Engage." And I came around and I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, it is." But yeah. And you guys got that song you guys did for Emily. What's her favorite song you guys always dedicated to her?
Prove Me Wrong.
Prove Me Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another thing. I mean, we can go back to, I always tell people that on my six, one of the things that is truly, I've said this about a lot of things, is the city of Rockford. People either absolutely love it and adore it and would die for it, or they want out like right now. And you guys are Rockford proud.
Yes.
You guys are Illinois and Rockford proud, all through and through. That is your home. That is your turf. And you defend it to the end. And that shows, I think, with your fans, especially in Rockford. That really shows. And when Emily tragically left us, she was your guys' merch girl, correct?
Yeah.
And when you guys, I think you guys had a bigger push for figuring that out than you guys even realize. I mean,
What do you mean as far as?
you guys were out there. You were out
Oh
there,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
and like I said, you've got a fan base that's very, for lack of a better word, rabid, loyal,
Mm-hmm.
very rabid, very loyal, and very large. A lot of them. And you guys pushed it, and then they pushed it, and then they pushed it, and then they pushed it, and it got out there.
As tragic as that situation was, and rest in peace. I miss her every day. But it was a pretty beautiful thing to witness. Because yeah, this scene, this city, people came together, man. It was pretty powerful to see those few weeks. I was super proud of everyone involved, and I think she would be too. That's you can say what you want about Rockford or this music scene, but when it matters, man, people are out in full force, and it's definitely a family.
I actually like the Rockford music scene. I mean, you guys, not just on my six, but you have other bands down there, the Genotypes and everybody else that, you guys kind of pull together, and not just in the Emily thing. I'm just talking in the music scene thing. And you guys just emerged on top, for lack of a better word. You guys were leading the way. You guys were pushing the charge.
Well, I've always felt honored in that aspect, because not just because I'm from here. I've said it many times. Like, we've been blessed enough to like tour the country and met some great bands and seen some amazing scenes, but it kind of also helps further solidify you come back home and you see what you got, and you're like, man, we're lucky. Like, it's not just like we're in a bubble. We've seen all of it, and now coming back to it, you can be proud of what you're a part of, because this scene may have its ups and downs and disagreements and bands and all that, but we have a pretty bitchin' talented scene around this area, and yeah, I'm happy I'm a part of it.
Yeah, we noticed that because us Left to Reason guys are only, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes from Rockford, and when we go down there, we're like, okay, yeah, we should be better. Oh no, we're not from Rockford. We're not. We don't get that. I mean, we get welcomed. People like us.
I was gonna say, I think you guys ended up having your Rockford adores Left to Reason, in my opinion.
Y'all are in.
Yeah. Well, you guys are in. You guys are in. All right.
We're
gonna slide.
Six said we're in. I might say Krabby. Lucas said we're in. That we're in. That's cool. Rick's not here to kick us out, so we're gonna take it. So,
yeah.
You were talking about being on the road. I mean, you guys did that a couple times, and I remember you guys documenting a lot of it. And I don't know why this particular video stuck out in my head more than any other one when I was sitting down, taking notes and looking at different things. You guys were down in Florida. Yeah, you, Mr. Lucas, running down the beach, making your hair fly around like Fabio.
That's Krabby. That's Krabby.
You did it too.
We had fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they just stopped. We had fun.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, like, you find yourself, like, people don't realize it, I guess, or don't think about it. When you're on tour, it's like you spend an hour playing your set, and then maybe an hour total of loading in and out. Krabby wouldn't know about that. But, and then, so you got like 22 hours of what are you doing? I mean, you sleep maybe 6 or 7 hours of that or something. And so you wind up just finding stuff to do. And that's where we got really lucky is we're just a dumb group of guys that love hanging out with each other. So, we would go to the beach and run around, be idiots, and, just go check stuff out. We'd stop and look at monuments. And I mean, you're traveling the country, you may as well have fun and look around,
Yeah, you guys had a picture with Dimebag Darrell's grave.
Yeah. Yep. That was surreal.
There was a moment there, man. That was weird.
Yeah, there was a lady there, and it was pretty surreal. She was happy we were there paying respects, and I'm not sure, but I think, like Luke said, I have an idea who that might have been, and it was
Yeah,
pretty thrilling.
let's back that up a second. So we're like wandering around and like, there's not like a GPS coordinates of where Dimebag's grave is. So we're like looking at pictures and trying to, triangulate where he's at because there's all these like bushes and stuff, and it's kind of hard to see around. And so we're kind of walking around looking at our phone, and this lady's kind of like sitting underneath a tree on a bench. She's like, "Are you looking for him?" And we're standing there like, "Yes." And she's like, "Oh,
Yes.
this way." And so we followed her, and I swear it was his longtime girlfriend. It had to have been. I looked up pictures, and I think it could have been her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was the thing. After seeing the pictures, yeah, it was pretty close, man. I do think that's who it was. And if it was, I'm honored, man. That was a very surreal moment.
She even brought out a bottle of whiskey, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah.
That picture is really cool. An interesting story when it comes to Dimebag is back 100 years ago when I was in the Army and I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. And there was this band out of North Texas that was a regional band at the time called Pantera. And I used to have like eat, like they get a meal with your show. And I used to sit down with those guys like every time they came to that bar and hang out with them. And so, I got to meet, Dimebag and Phil and all those guys.
Hell yeah.
When you meet those guys, I'm telling you, they were some of the nicest, coolest people you ever met. And I get out of the service, I do some other stuff. I come home for a little bit, and this guy comes up, "Oh, dude, you got to listen to this band." And it was, Cowboys from Hell CD. I didn't even know they had a CD out, and they were playing it. And I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" Because when I knew him, Phil sang. He didn't just scream. He sang.
Yep.
He had hair. Yeah, that was cool. And then another thing, Lucas, you might be interested in. I'm presently in California. I am about half an hour, maybe, away from Randy Rhoads' mausoleum.
Oh, all right.
I might take a picture of that and send that over to you. Back on the road, you guys wrote a song and named a tour after it, and it looked like it was a lot of fun. The Barefoot in Boston tour.
Yep.
A bunch of laughing and shaking heads. That's all I got.
Yeah. No. Shout out to. It's in the lyrics, so it don't matter. Yeah, we had already been to Boston, and our guitar player Red just got completely trashed and had one hell of a night. And like I'm talking, dude, we were in the van trying to drive to the hotel, and like we were at a stoplight next to like a cop that had someone pulled over, and like we're all laying in the back like damn near passing out because we're so trashed. And then like Red starts smacking me on the head, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like I was angry, like why are you smacking me? And I turn around and look at him, and he was like, like he's about to puke. And I was like, dude, we're next to a parked cop car. You cannot puke out the window. It's bad news. And this man proceeded to swallow it with tears streaming down his face. Oh no, dude. I was so proud of him, but I felt horrible. And then yeah, we got to the hotel and he couldn't find his shoes, and then like we're checking in and he's standing in the lobby shoeless with like puke chunks on his shirt. And so yeah, that inspired our track Barefoot in Boston. And then when we went back the next year, we named it after that song because we were going to Boston again. So shout out to Red. Thanks for being a complete fucking mess and letting us profit off of it.
Because I really like that song. I mean, that's one of those songs that always kind of sticks out for me, in your shows.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
And it's like it's fun. It no matter who you are, it's just fun. It's like, let's go. And it was also a nice ending to our album that we released, because the album was like so like depressing and heavy thematically that ending it on that little fun note was like kind of a breath of fresh air. It's like, all right. Yeah, I love that
Clear the
song.
palate a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote the tracks and like we, got it all down and we were like, wow, this shit's sad. Let's end it on a party song.
Yeah, because I know we went with you guys down through Iowa. I think
Mhm.
we did 3 or 4 songs with you, three or 4 shows with you. And to say you guys don't like to have fun would be like to say Left of Reason doesn't like to have fun. And we jammed those 2 bands together, and it was like, are you serious? And I don't drink myself. Because I'm sitting around going, really? Oh, well, let's track this down. Let's track this down. And is Rick here? No, he's not. So let's talk about Rick. So Rick tells me going down to Burlington and playing the Washington. And he tells me, dude, we're going to go down there. We're going to hang out. There's a titty bar right next door. And we're going to have the time of our life.
Yeah. Yep. That's accurate.
I don't know where Lucas just went, but
no, there was no titty bars.
Yeah,
Nope.
Luke didn't go that night.
No.
The funny thing about that whole thing was we got done with the show. When we pulled up, I was like, I don't see any titty bar. I didn't. And so I go inside and, we opened up for you guys. And I'm telling Rick, he goes, oh, we're going to have a VIP bus or shuttle come and get us. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Rick, not only was there not one next door, there wasn't one in the state of Iowa. They came and picked us up. We had to cross the Mississippi to go into Illinois again. And I was all excited because the place was called Bada Bing. And I'm like, oh, Sopranos, cool. So I'm all excited about that more than actually going to a strip bar. And I go in there and it was missing one really important thing at a strip bar.
Titties.
Dancer. There wasn't a dancer.
Yeah.
I think you might have stayed in your van that night.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I stayed back that night because I was getting sent personalized titties and I was like, hey, I'm good. I got a whole thing going on in here.
Nerd.
Yeah, because you sent your merch girl with us and she had those high heels on and I felt so bad for her because we sat in Bada Bing and we sat probably 25 minutes with no dancer.
Which merch girl was that tour? That was is that Denise?
Taller. She was taller. I know she had like stacked.
That's yeah.
I think
Jackie.
The best thing about that that night at that specific to Washington is the little eatery that's like 3 blocks down. It's a little bit of a walk. You order the thing called the mess. It was like,
yes, that's another thing I'm calling bullshit on for Rick. Rick told us it's right around the corner, dude.
Oh, it's not. It's a walk.
No, so we walked. You guys left. We woke up. You guys had already pulled out and headed to Sharky's, but you guys had pulled out. And I'm like, Rick told us it's only, he gave me the address. He goes, oh, it's only around the block. No, that was like 2.5 miles away.
That is fucking Rick in a nutshell. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He will make it not seem like much, but it's much more. It's much more.
We walked there. We didn't drive there. And now the mess, you are right. It's the bomb. Best breakfast in America.
Just sitting there drunk, just shoving potatoes into your face. Best. Like I knew it was gonna be good when this big old lady turns around and she's got a bag of hash browns and she just dumps like half of it on the skillet. I was like, ooh. Is that my kind of place?
I'm in the right spot.
Like,
hell yeah.
Eggs onto it. Just like
in this place, if you're ever in Burlington, Illinois, what was that place called? Al's? I think it's called Al's. It's right on the Mississippi River. And you walk into this place and it's got like 5 seats at a counter, maybe 8. And I know Billy from Left Reason got mad at me because I got my food last and some local came in and said, oh, I want a mess. And then I want gravy on top of that. Well, Billy was 3/4 through his. And I'm like, oh, I want gravy on mine too. And they put gravy on him. Bill's like, where'd you get the gravy? You know? But yeah.
See, like I'm like mixing up tour runs. I think I know what we're talking about, but we've been in so many diners at the worst times of the night or morning that I don't know. It all kind of
Oh
blends.
no,
together.
you would remember the mess, Krevy.
Would remember the mess. It was awesome. This
Yeah,
is no Denny's.
I could find out if this was the night, but I can't say it over the show. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is.
There was a certain thing that happened with a certain member in your band that he got pretty upset that night.
Yeah. That night.
Yeah. That morning,
Yeah.
next morning.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, Denise was our merch girl that run. And yes, I remember being at that diner. Yep.
Yeah. There, we'll leave that as vague as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Big book.
Right. Exactly. There's all kinds of road stuff that people do, but you guys also have done some pretty damn big shows. A couple of years ago, what was it? What radio station was it out of Rockford had the big gig?
104.9.
Yep.
104.9.
WXRX.
104.9, and you guys got to play the Apollo. And you guys opened for, I'm trying to remember, a big band. Was it In This Moment?
Yeah,
No,
the BMO.
the contest show we played was at the Apollo, and then the show that we got from it was at the BMO Harris Bank Center.
Right.
And yeah, we opened for Hailstorm, In This Moment, New Year's Day.
I think that was
I
it.
think that was it. Yeah. I was trash.
You guys
That
had a
was the
huge
first
crowd
time.
of your own there. I remember watching the videos of that going, holy shit, look what they drug in there.
Yeah, we had a lot of supporters. It was pretty dope that people bought tickets to that and still went out and wore our merch in the crowd and supported. It was a nice look because I mean, I don't know if I can speak for the rest of my band, if I can speak for Lucas, but just going off of me, that was definitely one of the most intimidating shows of my life, for sure.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, I was terrified.
I hadn't had stage fright for like 6 years or something when we played that.
Yeah.
And they start the show up and they flick the house lights on, and I was like, whoop. I looked down at the monitors. I was like, I'm not looking at those people.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, thank God I got long hair. Don't look at them. Oh my God.
I remember watching the videos and the crowd was singing along with you guys. And I mean, they were singing your songs, and I was like, I was happy for you guys. I was like really happy, you know. And
Oh, dude, it's an experience. Yeah, I'll never forget, especially like Luke and I and the rest of the band growing up in this town and like going to concerts there or monster truck shows or like Ice Hogs events. Like that's the big venue in Rockford. And to be some local boys and getting to play that was just that's bucket list, you know. That's insane.
I mean, I know how we felt when we played Rockfest up in Cadott, Wisconsin, you know, and get to see yourself up on the big Jumbotron. And, you know, I'll never forget Matt, you know, like, that's fucking awesome, you know. But, yeah, I mean, we were in that contest also, and I was happy it was you guys that won. I mean, obviously, I wish we would have won, but if we weren't going to do it, I definitely wanted you guys. And I think you guys did.
Well, what I loved about that contest was there was so much band family in it, and like none of us got like shitty or weird about it. Like we all just had a blast, and whoever wins wins. And you know, it was nice. It was refreshing. There was no hostility at all. It was just everyone having fun, and you know, we were gonna congratulate and champion whoever came out. That I loved that whole like thing leading up to it. I had a blast, especially us and Silent Truth. We were memeing the hell out of each other.
Yeah, one of the coolest things I think playing those, you know, like Rockfest, and then because we played one of the side stages, and then the BMO was like seeing how the big stuff works, you know, because like when you're playing at a small venue, they're like, yeah, show up, you know, and you're drunk and you're just putting your shit down. You play your 45-minute set or whatever. But, you know, when we were doing the BMO, they're like, At 5:15, you will be loading your equipment onto the stage. At 5:25, you will be done sound checking. And you're just like, you feel like a cog in the machine. You know, it's not the. It was neat seeing the other side, and the way merchandise worked was completely different. It was cool seeing like behind the curtain just a little bit. You know, that was an experience that, you know, to that point we never really had.
Yeah, that was uncharted territory for us. We were just like virgins, and they're like, oh shit, okay, this is how the big dogs do it. Awesome, you know, it was cool. And then there was like a little VIP like whole room they had set up that the bands could go into, and that just felt really cool. They had like snacks and stuff back there. It's like, oh, I feel special.
Yeah, M&Ms.
Maybe.
Green
I don't know,
M&Ms or whatever color they were supposed to be.
Yeah, no brown ones.
No brown M&Ms.
No browns.
Yeah, because I mean that was, yeah, and you said memes. I don't see it too much on my six page, but I sure see it on every on my six members page and a lot of their fans. Are you and Stu like gonna get married?
What's funny is like, I mean, it is a thing. Like, yeah, I'll own it. I like to party. And there's been quite a few nights where like Stu and the band's like being responsible, and they're like, Krabby, and I'll own it. I'm like, fuck off, get it done. I'm doing shots, dude. And we just kind of embraced it. And now like what's funny is like the whole meme thing has taken on such a life of its own. It's became like more important than our music at the moment. Like that's what's carrying our band is memes.
Our memes are better than our.
I don't know if it's more important than your music,
Yeah.
but it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, but I like it. It's a social media presence. Like, I'm a big believer in like the way social media is going and integrating memes and music and publicity and all that. And we've definitely got a lot of eyes just off those memes alone. I didn't expect it to grow into the monster it did. Honestly, Luke's the one that started it. He
Really?
was he was the first.
Paint
Yeah. He was the first one ever to do any type of trailer meme. And it's while we were doing quarantine when COVID first hit. And then I saw his and I was like, that's hilarious. And then we all just started exploding on it. And now it's taken on a life of its own.
It's entertaining. It keeps you relevant, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we're writing music right now and we're getting there, but until you hear something new, hey, here's a meme.
Look
I
at that
promise you.
shit we came up with.
Yeah, I promise you we're hard at work.
If only you guys saw the memes that are in our fucking message box.
Yeah, the ones we don't post online.
That's scary, dude.
I bet. I've seen some. Not in your guys,
dude.
but other ones.
I've said it. If any band's Facebook messages were to get exposed to the public, they'd automatically be split up.
If they would be split up, they may be arrested.
Arrested, canceled. Yeah, it'd be all over. It'd be like, look at these fucks. Oh my God, this is how they think? Get them out of here.
And every other band would be like, yeah, look how disgusting those guys are. And they're like deleting messages.
God, I can't believe they talk that way. Delete.
Because I think you kind of I got to go back to what Lucas said earlier. And I actually talked with Frank from the Almas about this too, or Frank and Crystal, especially Crystal, because she was a girl stuck on the road with all these guys in the Almas. And people don't realize how much hurry up and wait you do when you go on tour. Because like you said, if you're lucky, you get a 45-minute set. And you might travel 12 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever, to that venue. And now you're doing what? And chances are 3/4 of the band's asleep while you're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time.
And then like a thing too, you know, like I said, we're all friends that like to do dumb shit together. So like we would like find campsites that had, you know, plumbing at them so you could shower and all that stuff. And then like one that I particularly remember, I think we were playing with Head PE that night or something. I think it was Iowa. I can't remember. But anyway, we get there, the campsite, it's kind of early in the day, there's nothing to do, and we hear water. So what do? We all grab our gym shorts, and a bunch of us started running and jumping in the river and swimming in the river, and we totally upset some couple that was down there because they were trying
Oh, dude.
There's just 3-4 beer belly guys running into the water.
Dude, I felt horrible for them. Oh boy had his girl sitting there next to the water, having a nice little day. Oh, he's sitting there, he's doing his thing, and then our beer bellied asses ran up. And it was like, oh, started wrestling in the water and shit.
Seeing who can throw a rock farther across the river, just
Yeah.
the dumbest shit in the world.
They stuck around longer than I thought they would. They were there for a minute.
I think they
And
thought
then they
we
were
were
like,
gonna wear out.
yeah, no, we didn't. They were like, all right, let's go, babe.
Yeah, those are the things that, I mean, I think some of the dumbest shit or the weirdest shit gets said in a van or a bus, or like we have a shuttle or whatever. Those conversations where you're talking about something and all somebody takes a left turn and you're gone for like an hour down that turn. You're like, how did we end up here?
But those are my, like, I've said it like forever. I love tour. I love playing shows. I love the experiences that come with it. My favorite part of being on tour is being in a van, because that's the majority of time you guys spend together. There are so many hours with asses in them seats, and that's where the best conversations and jokes and just good times come from. A lot of them were taking place in that van. That was my favorite spot for tour by far.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Betty White.
Yeah, rest in peace. The van, not the
Yeah, not the actress.
That was the name of their band, their van. Everybody knew it. It was just named Betty White.
Yeah.
Betty White.
Yeah, and you know, the funny thing is, like, so the van, you know, is like it can be like a little bit of a prison, because sometimes, like, our van didn't have air conditioning. When we were doing the Florida trip, I was driving, and you know, everybody else is conked out and they're used to the wind blowing through the van, and I hit like the worst traffic jam on the highway, like, of all time. I mean, it's just, you can't, there's no end to the cars in front of you, you know. And we stopped, and I don't remember exactly what we were saying, but I said something about the tree and made like a log pun or something, and it just went around. And before you know it, we're all laughing hysterically, just over nothing. And you know, so it's like, even when you're just stuck in a traffic jam, you're just having a great time. It's the dumbest thing. It's unexplainable.
Yeah, you make the best of your situation. It was horrid and uncomfortable at first, and then by the end of it, after like an hour, by the time we got moving, we were all laughing our ass off and might have not wanted to leave that spot. We were having a blast, you know. That's, yeah, by far, that's my favorite moments, is in that van. That's where you like connect and grow the most, and that's your time with your guys.
I think that translates to the stage when you get that comfortable with somebody.
By far. By far. Like, especially speaking on, like, even with Luke, you know, when we weren't jamming that much before Luke had entered, but there was a little bit of like comfort that we already had versus Luke coming in. But then, like, when you spend time together and build upon it, like when Luke first came in, not to throw shade or nothing, but
I wasn't ready for it. It was Stu specifically touched my buttocks.
Yeah, we were already like super comfy and chill around each other and grabbing ass and all that. And then Luke showed up and like Stu's grabbing his ass, and Luke's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah, like, I'm like at this new band, you know, thing, and Stu touched my butt. I'm like, "Oh my god, are we fighting? Like, what's happening? Do I fight him?" And then he's like, "Oh," you know.
See, now and now Luke's like, "All the dicks."
Oh, that's awesome.
that was for comedic purposes.
Fun, you know, like, it translates to your stage show too, because like, we'll mess with each other on stage, you know, like we've you know, me and Red have there's a chorus of one of the songs, we've played it in major, and then Rick's trying to figure out where to sing because we're playing it in a different key, you know, or you know, turn around and mess with the drummer, you know. It's like, we're having just as much fun with each other on stage as we are with the crowd, you know, because we, you know, we're so close.
Yes, you guys are really looking forward to being back on stage.
I am. Yeah, I miss it so much. Like as horrible as COVID was, I think it helped us like realize, I don't know, why we enjoy doing this, because it was taken away. We weren't allowed to. We weren't allowed to go out and do it. And now we've sat on our ass this whole time and had to go through this whole depressing year. And now it's kind of like, oh, you remember it. You remember why you were wanting to do this. And every band goes through that. We were burnt out for a while. But I think it helped us in a way. We're all pretty excited now to be writing again. And I'm definitely stoked just to get on stage and throw my hair around and watch Luca pop his ass in front of my drum set.
Pop that ass.
Pop that ass.
I always got to ask the drummers. They get to, you get to look, everybody up front, guitar players, bass players, singers, they get to see the crowd. Drummers get to look at their bandmates' asses the whole show.
Yes. Yeah, it's the best part. My bandmates have some beautiful behinds, so I'm blessed.
Yeah, or at the loony bin, you got guitar players falling through your drum kit. That's a thing.
They tried to do
Or
a
at
imitation.
Or at Kishwaukee Tap when Rick thinks it's a good idea to stand on top of my drum set.
I was so scared for you. I could say I looked back and I was like, and you were just playing like you looked panicked. It was impressive.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. Like I'm looking at his foot. I'm like, yo, your foot's like on my whole floor tom. Do you see it bending? Please stop. I'm like, get off my shit, dude. Yeah, don't let that lead singer ego get to you, man. You'll end up looking at yourself and make it look like an ass, dude.
You just kicked your foot.
Shit.
One thing to stand on the bass drum, another to stand on the floor tom.
Well, that's the thing. He was standing on the bass drum, and then like he wants to go put his left foot up, but he lost balance, so he fell forward, and his left foot landed on top of my floor tom.
Oh.
But before he could fully tumble, God bless my pops, my parents. They come out to like almost every show. God bless them. My dad was in front of the stage, and he fucking grabbed Rick's belt and fucking held him in place and stopped him from falling. And so now, like, I got Rick with one foot on my my bass drum and one foot on the floor tom, bending the head in, and he's just standing up there confident, like singing. I'm like, dude, get down. My shit's about to break. Please stop.
One of those kits, like my next show, I'm gonna have Crash Karma on. I don't know if you've got a chance to see them. They got the chick drummer. It's a duo. It's a duet. Check them out. Okay. Crash Karma, Karash Karma.
Gotcha.
They got a killer chick drummer, and she, because it's just two people, so they kind of set up the drums, and he's got a Frankenstein guitar that also is a bass at the same time. And she could stand and run all over her drum kit.
Oh,
just
shit.
The way it's just the thing that's built around it, the rack, I guess, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, that would suck. Him breaking your shit while you're on stage. You're like, okay, I can't use that drum now.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yo, I'm a drummer. Like, I'm poor. You're gonna replace this. Please get up.
You get $10.
Oh, we talked about this right before we started recording this. Krevy and I were, you guys are rich, right? You all live in mansions and
yeah,
have multiple.
But me more so than anybody else. I'm the richest.
Yeah, Luke's the sugar daddy of the band. He funds everything.
Yeah. I just bless him with talent.
Yeah. He's like, yo, guys, here's some money. Here's some riffs. Make do, bitch. All right, this is what I'm contributing. And we're like, God bless you. Thank you.
That's terrible. No, we're fucking poor.
Yeah, we're poor.
Like I said, we were once again, Krevy and I were talking while we were waiting for somebody to show up for the interview. We won't say any names, Lucas. How many times people, oh, you should just do this, and thinking we have endless amounts of money.
Yeah. There's, I don't know. It's And the funny thing too, like, money wise with the band is, at least on the guitar side, I mean, drums aren't involving any, right? You're just banging on shit. Drummers aren't even musicians. But like the technology for guitars is moving so fast. It's like, the new head, which I still want one, like the Kemper, or the Axe FX 3 is coming out, or maybe it came out. I don't know. It's, you're looking at like $3,000 for just a rig. It's like, oh my God. And then you stuff it into a $500 van, and drive it and play a show for $50. It's the dumbest thing.
Yeah,
No,
and
I don't love it.
We do it though.
and then you see someone trying to maneuver that trailer and back it out of a tight spot, and Luke's back there losing his mind. Do you have any idea of the gear I have back there? Stop!
And then I get in the venue and I'm like, yo, like drink tickets? Like we got drink tickets? Some of them. Drink tickets.
Oh, PBR? I'm
that.
down.
Yeah, get your PBR and maybe a pizza, a frozen pizza.
PBR and a frozen pizza.
Don't get me
What are your
started on
guys'
pizza.
social links? Because you guys want to put out there
Huh?
social media links.
Oh,
I know you're on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna get our Spotify back up and running. When we thought we were calling it quits, we shut it down. But that'll be coming back up. As of right now, check out previous work on Reverb Nation. That's where you can find it. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. I run the Instagram, so don't look too much on that because it's pretty shitty. Luke, it don't matter where you can find him because he's Luke.
at the bar.
Yeah.
that's where he's social.
And then if you want to see the best memes known to man, add Joshua Krevston. All right, because I'm meme master.
I'm gonna start having to share my memes there, Krevy. It's game on.
Bring it, dude. I'm gonna upload another video. God damn it.
Yeah, see, you don't even know what a meme is.
Dude, I got one saved in my phone right now that I haven't unleashed yet.
Because it's not good.
We'll see.
So I would encourage everybody, check out their Facebook. All their names are listed there. And honestly, they're one of the few bands out there that I would say, go ahead and friend everyone in the band because they do some fun stuff. And it's usually at each other's expense. In Rockford,
it's always
the Rockford music scene for what it is, and it's a very, very good scene. It's a very active scene. They are lucky to have you guys there, kind of leading the charge. And I started this whole thing with, I was like, I even told the wife going into this interview, I said, I'm going to get these guys on a recording saying, "On My Six is back." And we did, and I'm very happy to hear that. So, I think this spring live music is going to explode.
If it's allowed to be back, and if we can do it normally with no restrictions, yes, we will be back out and back at it, and shows will be going on again. It's just kind of up in the air. But if it's within our means and we're allowed to do it, we definitely will be back spring, summer, and
I'd agree with it. We could do it safely again. Yeah, absolutely. What maybe it's not. I think the end of spring it'll be safe. That's my
what I
personal
want.
opinion,
Yeah.
but I don't know that.
The thing too, though, that's nice about not playing shows is, we spend our Saturdays and Sundays every now and again, writing and, hanging out, just doing the stuff we used to do, before it was, hey, we got a show tonight. Hey, we got a show tonight. Hey, we got a show tonight. Now we got time to look at what we're doing. And I think we've written some pretty cool stuff. That's kind of a new direction. We added another string, stars there.
Yep. Definitely agreed. And Luke's right, because it got to such a point where, don't get me wrong, I'm happy we were grinding, but we were grinding so hard that we didn't realize how much we were limiting ourselves to like write new shit and keep progressing and pumping things out. We got stuck in such a show mode that we kind of constricted ourselves. So this has actually been pretty nice because, like Luke said, we don't got shows, we don't have any obligations. We're just getting together, we're writing, and most important, we're having fun again. And that's the best part. We're having a blast. Don't let them lie. We're having a blast.
I see the videos. Like I said, not the videos. At least I see the pictures. I mean, I've got you, Stu. I got Krevy. I got Lucas. I got Stu. I've got Rick, all on my Facebook feed, and you guys regularly pop up, and I'm like, no, yeah, doesn't seem like they broke up to me.
No, we're still in it. We're here. We're coming.
Time
New
ain't a liar,
material
Robert.
coming your way.
All right. We covered all your social media stuff, and I'm going to start to wrap this up a little bit, but I'm really happy that you guys are on here. Guys, check out all their social media. Go to was it SoundCloud you said?
No, check us out on Facebook on our main page. Check us out on Instagram. And then if you want to hear our music from our previous album, head on over to Reverb Nation on my 6. And our previous album is all up on there for you guys to listen to.
And you guys do
then
have some stuff up on YouTube also.
And then our YouTube channel, we have a few songs, videos and stuff up there, as well as like some tour vlogs and show vlogs and all that. And you can see how wild we get and all the shenanigans we do.
I mean, I thank you guys for being on here. Want to wish you guys a very happy new year.
You as well, brother.
It can't get worse than 2020.
Oh, but it can.
Oh my God. Luke's here.
Yeah, that's Luke. Don't they'll let you know.
And like I said, on my next show for people, I do have Crash Karma, but on my 6 is, I mean, quite frankly, they are an institution in the Rockford music scene, and they've taken it nationwide. So very happy to have you guys. So
Thanks for
Happy
having
to
us.
be here. Yeah, thanks for
guys-
having us, man. We appreciate
you
it.
guys take care, and I will be talking to you soon. Thank you.